Olamide, and I'm the group leader for Group 2 FBA 264. Before we go further, I'd like to introduce to you my fellow group members.
My name is Sunday Raya. I'm the assistant group leader for Group 2, and I'll be talking on interviewing for a job.
My name is Adewo Atiat, and I'm going to be speaking on employment communication and the 5 parts in employment communication.
And I'll be speaking on the importance of employment communication.
My name is Olade Babatunde, and I'm here to talk about the key elements to include in a CV.
Today, my name is Shingi Mugni Wonara, and I'm going to be talking on the tips for making a resume or a CV standards.
My name is Aola Osaidat, and I'll be speaking on cover letter and rules of cover letter in job application.
My name is Sido Steven, and I'm going to talk about the application function guidelines.
My name is Ahmed Kodri Olaliko. I'm here to speak about following up on job application.
I'm Salam Farouk. I'll talk about how to explain an interview.
I'm here to talk on employment communication. Employment communication is simply communication between job seekers and employers. It can be verbal, non-verbal. It also includes oral and written form of communication. If you are looking to get your dream job, you should have a good understanding on employment communication. Employment communication revolves around conversation and communication between job seekers and employers. Job seekers are communicated to with employment communication about the company culture, the perks, the benefits, securities, vacancies, etc. There are 5 parts in employment communication. Number 1 is application letter. Application letter, also called cover letter, accompanies the resume when you're applying for a job, internship, or admissions into program. Number 2 is resume. Resume is a professional document job seekers use to showcase their work experience, their qualifications, their skills. Employers also use job offers to communicate with successful candidates about the terms and conditions of employment and the expectations of job. Number 4 is interview. Interview is a form of communication where job seekers and employers then meet face-to-face to assess job seekers' suitability for the job position. Number 5, which is the last, is CV, meaning curriculum vitae, meaning course of life in Latin. This is a detailed professional document highlighting one's experience, education, and their accomplishments.
Importance of employment communication. Here are the importance of employment communication. 1. Effective communication promotes team members' loyalty. When business leaders communicate thoroughly with team members, rather than oversee them from a distance, team members feel appreciated and valued. 2. Effective communication improves teamwork. Good communication is the backbone of team building and strong cross-functional bonds. Team leaders should model and promote a company culture of good communication. Effective communication boosts productivity. Effective communication ensures that the instruction, expectation, and goals are clearly communicated to the employees. When the employees understand what is expected of them, they enable them to allocate resources efficiently and prioritize tasks. 4. Effective communication follows innovation. When team members can freely share information with colleagues and business leaders, innovation flourishes. 5. Effective communication helps to resolve issues. Team members can typically resolve or avoid internal issues with good communication that promotes active listening, respectful and professional responses. 6. Effective communication creates a strong relationship with clients. When a company promotes good communication among its members, that practice often translates to strong interaction with clients.
Effective CV or resume. A CV or resume are marketing tools for job seekers, tailored to showcase their qualifications and convince potential employers for their suitability of a specific job role. While they are often used interchangeably, they actually differ in length, content, and purpose. A CV is a comprehensive document detailing education, skills, experience, and achievement, and it is primarily used for academic and government positions. In contrast, a resume is a concise summary highlighting your strengths, your achievements, your skills, and it is tailored to a specific job role, and it helps to distinguish you from other applicants. The key difference between CVs and resumes lies in their content, their length, and applications. CV is more extensive and is primarily used for academic and government positions. To excel in this competitive market, one must know how to write a compelling CV or resume. So I'll be taking you through the key elements to include in the CV or resume. Number 1, we have contact information. Contact information include your full name, your phone number, your email address, LinkedIn profile, and you can decide to add a website that showcase your professional achievements and career goals. Number 2, we have professional summary. Professional summary is a paragraph that highlights your career achievements and goals. Work experience includes your job title, company name and location, dates of employment, key responsibilities and achievements, using bullet points and quantifiable results. Number 4, we have education degrees. You have to mention the degrees earned over time, your university or institution, the name, graduation date, relevant coursework, honors or awards. You have to mention your skills. Skills, when we are talking about skills, we have hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills include the technical aspects, while the soft skills include the interpersonal roles. Certifications and professional development. You have to include relevant certifications, workshops, courses or training programs. Number 7, projects. You have to include significant projects, the technology used, the skills and outcomes. Number 8, awards and honors. Relevant awards or honors, including academic awards, professional awards, or industry accolades. Number 9, language. Language spoken and proficiency level. So my partner is going to be taking you through on tips on how to make a CV or resume stand out.
Moving on to what my partner said, I'm going to be talking on the tips for making a CV or a resume stand out. Here I go. First, I'm going to tell you to tailor your CV to the job. We all know that customization is key. So you will need to tailor your CV for each job application by highlighting the most relevant experience and skills. Study the job description and incorporate keywords from it into your CV to show alignment with the position you're applying for. Next, use keywords. Most companies use applicant tracking system, that is ATS, to screen CVs. So including keywords from the job description can help your CV to stand out among other interviewers or human recruiters. Next, I'll say you focus on achievements and not just duties. Employers want to see what impact you've made in your previous roles. Either you've been a team head or a assistant team head in whatever role you've taken. Professional layout and design. A clean professional layout helps your CV to be visually appealing. Using consistent formatting, professional fonts, and adequate white space helps to make your CV easy to read. Avoid overly complex designs that can distract the interviewers from the content. Next, you need to keep it clear and concise. Your CV should be easy to read. Use bullet points to break down all the information you want to pass across to the interviewers. Proofread and edit. Spelling and grammar errors can create a negative impression. Proofread your CV multiple times and consider having a professional pay attention to it too. Moving on, use action verbs and include the personal touch. Start bullet points with strong action verbs like managed, developed, implemented, or achieved to convey your words more effectively. Adding a brief section about your interests or hobbies can humanize your CV and make it more memorable. Ensure you use appropriate and, if possible, relevant to the job company culture. In conclusion, here are a few tips that will help your CV stand out more. First, give it a digital presence. Ensure that your LinkedIn profile is linked to your CV, and also ensure that the information on your LinkedIn currently matches the information on your CV too. Next, networking. You can use networking as a point of leverage to meet other recruiters in case if you don't stand out for the recent job you're applying for. And lastly, giving it a cover letter.
Cover letter. The cover letter plays a multifaceted role in job application. It introduces the applicant, highlights necessary qualifications, demonstrates communication skills, expresses enthusiasm, explains unusual aspects of the resume, and it also serves as a tool to differentiate an applicant from the other. A well-crafted cover letter significantly enhances the chance of securing an interview and ultimately the job. The following are rules of cover letter in job application. 1. Building a relationship with the employer. The cover letter initiates a dialogue with the employer, setting the tone for future communications. It provides an opportunity to start building a formal relationship with the employer even before the interview stage. 2. Explaining career transitions. A cover letter provides the opportunity to explain the unnecessary gaps in employment, career transition, and any other anomalies that may be present in the resume. 3. Clarifying motivations. Applicants can explain why they are interested in the position and the company, and why they believe that the role is a good fit for their career aspiration. 4. Requesting an interview call to action. A cover letter should end with a strong closing that includes a call to action, such as requesting an interview and willingness to provide further information. This proactive approach can help to move the application process forward. 5. Highlighting relevant skills and experiences. A cover letter provides context and details of the applicant, which can be more persuasive. It allows the applicant to explain their background and achievements, which makes them suitable for the job application. 6. Showcasing key qualifications. Applicants can highlight the most relevant parts of their resume, drawing attention to specific experiences or skills that align with the job description, which helps to ensure that the key qualifications are not overlooked by the hiring manager.
Now that we've learned about the rules of the cover letter, I would like to take you down the strategies for writing an effective cover letter. While writing an effective cover letter, research the company and the job. While researching the company and the job, understand the company's mission, value, culture, and recent achievements. Tailor your cover letter to align these aspects and demonstrate your knowledge of their goal. 2. Analyze the job description. Identify key skills and qualifications from the job description. Highlight your experience and skills that matches these requirements. 3. Personalize the cover letter. Address the letter to a specific person by researching the hiring manager name. A personalized greeting shows attention to details. 4. Tailor context for the job. Customize each cover letter for specific job and avoid using a generic cover letter. That is, avoid using common cover letters. 5. State the position clearly. Mention the job you are applying for early in the cover letter to avoid any discrepancy or disagreement in the position you are going for. 6. Highlight with job requirements. Directly address the key skills and experience listed in the job description, demonstrating your suitability for the roles. My fellow member will take you down the application and submitting process.
Application submission guidelines. When applying for a job, submit your application in the format requested by the employer, such as hard copy, soft copy, and online portal. So when submitting the hard copy, use high quality white or off-white 8.5 by 11-inch paper. Print on one side with a laser printer for a clear text. Ensure photocopies are sharp and clean. Do not staple or full documents. Use a 9x12 envelope or mailing. For the soft copy submission, attach both cover letters and resume as separate files or combine them into one attachment. Number 2, send document in PDF format to preserve formatting. Avoid pasting the resume or cover letter in the email body. And for the online submission, follow the provided submission instructions carefully. Note word limits and text box availability for cover letters. If only one file is allowed, merge the cover letter and resume into a single document.
Following up on job application. After applying for a job, consider reaching out to the manager to follow up on your application. This can be done via email or phone call. Resist the urge to call, as this can be considered obtrusive, unless you are applying to a sales position, where aggressiveness can be considered a good thing. Following up demonstrates your interest in the position and sets you apart from other candidates. To make your follow-up successful, consider your message and your timing carefully. Here are the guidelines to determine what to say when following up on job application. The first one is timing. After applying for a job, you have to wait 4 weeks after you submit your resume. This will allow the team officials to make your process very fast. The second one is concise message. When you are trying to communicate to the manager, you have to make it brief, like 3 paragraphs or less than 3 paragraphs. Confirm your interest in the position, that is, make your position known to the manager that you are the right candidate for that job. Then the next one is reiterate your interest, that is, show the manager your key qualification, like your experience you have for that job. And the last one is to express your gratitude by saying thank you.
Interview for a job. The interview is a critical part of the job search process, offering an authentic communication between the employer and the candidate. It's a chance for the employer to assess the candidate's background, skill, and fit for the role. 2, it's also a chance for the candidate to showcase their qualifications, personalities, and motivation. And 3, it's also a chance for both parties to determine if the job and organization aligns with each other's goals. Now, there are 2 types of interview, which are 1 by purpose and 2 by mode. Now, the by purpose can be streamlined into 2, which is what? In screening interview. Now, the screening interview is an initial interview to narrow down the pools of candidates who meet the job qualification. Then after, we have the follow-up interview. The follow-up interview is a subsequent interview to further evaluate top candidates and assess their fit for the position. Now we move to the mode. The mode enlists 2 types, which is telephone, video, or webcam interview, and the in-person interview. Telephone, video, or webcam interview. This is a remote interview conducted by phone or video call. These are interviews conducted for candidates who are by no chance not able to make it to the company due to geographical location or based on the nature of their job. Maybe they're working remotely from home. And 2, the in-person interview. This is a face-to-face interview that takes place at the employer's location, and this can be streamlined into 3: one-to-one interview, panel interview, and group interview. The one-to-one interview is the general interview that is mostly done by all companies. This is whereby a single interviewer evaluates the candidate. The panel interview. This is a type of job interview whereby a group of interviewers evaluates the candidate. Now, the group interview. This is a job interview whereby multiple candidates are interviewed together by the hiring member.
Job interview can be so daunting, but there are some proactive measures that you can use to reduce the anxiety and to boost your chance of winning. It's divided into 3, that is before the interview, on the day of the interview, and after the interview. To start with, before the interview, make your research on the companies you want to go, that you're going for the interview. Know their website, their social media posts, and their recent press release about them. The second part is that you have to make your preference list. Job interviewer can request for this before or after the interview, but you have to make it ready for them to use. The third part is that be ready to be asked about questions in the past, maybe by the place you are working before. That's why you have to make use of the STAR method, that is the situation, the task, action, and the result, because they want to know how you tackle all these, like an issue about where you are working before, how you tackle it, and the end result of it. On the day of the interview, the first thing you have to do is to arrive early. Map out your routes to the interviewer location so that you can arrive there 15 or 10 minutes before the interview, and try to make a practice of interview so that you go there and compose yourself very well as much as you can. And the second part is that you have to make a good first impression, because it really matters. At least you have to make use of little things like shining your shoe, make sure that your clothes are well ironed. The next one is treat everyone with respect. This has to do with people in the parking lot, the front desk staffs, and everyone, including the security, because the interviewer can't ask for their opinion about you. Just act as if they want to hire a manager, even if they're not hiring a manager. You have to treat everyone with respect. The next part is that you have to respond truthfully. That is, focus on your key strengths and why your background makes you uniquely qualified for the position. The next one is to keep your answer straight and focused. Keep your answers clean and focused. That is, remember, you only have limited time with the interviewer, so don't ramble your answers and keep your answers very creative. Don't speak negative about the employees. Remember, the companies are hiring someone that can solve problems even in tough situations. So don't speak about negativity about other employees before the interview and the day of the interview. Now, this is the concluding part, which is after the interview. When the job interview is over, give yourself the chance of moving forward by doing the following things. Number 1 is that ask about the next step. After the interview, it's appropriate to ask the interviewer, hiring manager, or the recruiter about the next step, we should make you to understand, we should give them a deep insight of you trying to get the job so that they will know what next to do. Then the second one is send a thank you message letter. Ask for each of the interviewer or the recruiter business card so that you can send each of one of them a thank you email. If the job is in the morning, you can send it before the end of the day, but if it's afternoon, you can send it the following day.
Thank you guys for watching our video.
I hope you guys learn one or two from employment communication.
Thank you guys for watching our video.
Please like and subscribe below. Thank you. Bye.